Hey everybody, so I got a new photography light to show you today. This one is iFootage 60DN, and this is a very small, more a portable one. I mean, look how tiny this thing is. On the bottom, here's our release to take that off. Now this doesn't come with a tripod or a mount or anything, so you will have to have your own, but it has the connection where you could do so. The top part is opened up. You can see a heat sink in there, try to dissipate some of the heat. And this one's actually not too loud. I'll show that to you as well. On the back side, you got two knobs. You got your dimming knob, and then you got your setting knob and on-off switch. Also, this is ran by an app, which is a lot easier than that. I'll show you that here in a moment as well. You got a DC input, and then there's also a Type-C with 100 watts, so you can actually plug something into this one and be able to power it through the light. So 5600K is the set color output of this one. There's also an FX screen. So you can go in there and you can actually do different FXs, like there's welding, a strobe, explosion, pulsing, fireworks, things like that. And this will actually make the light like pulse and do like lightning effects and stuff. And you can change the speed and everything. Now the app is definitely easier for that. Oh, I also did forget to mention that this one does come with a pretty nice little carry bag. All right, so I will show you the app here. There's not a whole lot of settings, not with this one, and it's only one color temperature, so you can pretty much just dim it and do the effects and stuff. So we do have the Project 1. I'll go ahead and open that up. We have just the one iFootage light. All right, so connected successfully. As you click on it, you'll see that it is connected, and we're at 0. So if you go ahead and pop it on. All right, so we do have it on. You'll be able to see that it does get pretty bright just facing the wall behind me. Now this puts out 70 watts as its LED, so it's pretty bright. And then you'll be able to see that through the app, we can adjust the brightness, we can turn it down. So we're at 8%, and it's still fairly bright. So when we first look, we have INT, which is pretty much, it's just running on just regular light mode. And then we have our effect, like I mentioned. You could go into the effect and you have your lightning one. So you can do your lightning, and now you can set a speed. You can also set a frequency. You could also do like fireworks, and you can do different modes for that one as well. You also got like, you could do your like strobing effects. Now I'm not going to do too many of these effects just because I know that some people are sensitive to the light, so I don't want to do too much of that for the video. You could also do a dimming curve, so you could do like linear, you could do S curve, you know, whatever you wish on that. There's also music mode. So with the music mode, it will go by voice or by music. You could do that. The one con with this one is that it doesn't have a bowens mount. It has its own mount here. But you could get a adapter for it, so we'll take this off, and you'll see that here it's smaller compared to a bowens mount. But you could buy, now you do have to get it separate, but they, like I said, they do have an adapter. So you got the small adapter will fit into the iFootage, and then you got your larger one for like your bowens globes and stuff. And it'll lock in place, and this can be mounted as well, so you can just mount it instead of the other one. All right, now with your adapter, you can do your other types of mounts. It's pretty darn bright for such a small little portable light. All right, so I threw it on a pretty lightweight stand. As you can see, though, it is pretty bright. I wanted to show you a little bit more of it lighting up an area. You can definitely see that it is nice and bright. So if you're wanting something that's a little bit more portable, a little smaller, doesn't take up a whole lot of space, it's also very lightweight. You can take it with you a lot easier. This does work. Just keep in mind that if you want to use any of the other mounts, you've got to get the adapter for it. Other than that, it's a pretty nice light. It works really well, and the app makes it very easy to control.